if you're in grade 10 and you find yourself writing the same exam over and over again, it's because you failed it. Right? That's why you're writing the exam again. I'm writing this exam again? Yeah, because you failed it. So you're going to have to write it again. And so that's what I think. The minute you find, when you're going, why does this keep happening to me? It's because somebody's trying to teach you something. So the question is, what am I supposed to be learning from this? Or the other question is, what have I not learned yet that would allow me to break this cycle? What have I not learned yet that would allow me to break the cycle? And I in the case of the accidents, I figured it out. What I learned was that I'm not naturally fumbly, clumsy, or whatever it was. I'm not. And therefore, I don't have to accept that programming. And it changed. And so I've been able to do that a number of times in my life. But then I've also found that that some stuff, unfortunately, there's really long cycles. Like if you're injured every 6 months, that's quick cycles to learn on. But if you're talking about relationship stuff, you might be on 5 or 6 or 7 year cycles. And so then the cycles, it's a lot harder to spot the pattern. You're in this relationship, and then 7 years later you go, oh my God, I just did it again. And then you're like 7 years later, you're looking and going, holy crap, and whereas if it's happening every 6 months, it's easier to spot the pattern. The bigger stuff, it's harder to spot the pattern. And that's where I think it's really important that people have coaches in their lives. Like you really have to have really good coaches and mentors, because they can see this stuff very often, because they have, they're objective.